Hi friends, today I am discussing about the RMS prop optimizer. So first I will discuss what is an RMS prop. Why it is called RMS prop. In the name itself, RMS prop means root mean square propagation. So why it is called root mean square prop, I will discuss later. So first, why what is a RMS prop optimizer? It is an optimizer that utilizes the magnitude of recent gradients to normalize the gradients. So it uses recent gradients and normalization of the gradients. So how it works? We are keeping a moving average over the root mean square gradients. It works by moving average of the gradient and divide the current gradient. It is the motivation behind the RMS prop optimizer. So here why we are doing moving averages. And before going to this topic, I will teach what is a moving average. Moving average is nothing but the creation of series of average of gradients. This is called moving average of the gradients in this topic. Why we are doing moving average? Because the motivation behind this is the magnitudes of gradients can differ for different weights and can change during learning. This may lead to hard in the problem to choose a single global running rate. This is the problem. So the how this RMS prop tackle this problem by keeping a moving average of the squared gradients and adjusting the weight update by its magnitude. What is what is the use of weight update by using its magnitude based upon the weight magnitude? Because due to this problem, we can balance the step size. Due to this weight, adjusting the weight update by its magnitude, we can balance the step size. Because if it is a large gradient, we can decrease the step size of, and if it is a small gradient, then we can increase the step size of a gradient. This this disadvantage can tackle the can reduce the problem of vanishing and explosion of gradients. This is the main advantage of RMS prop and moving average. So moving average is the main principle behind the RMS prop. So in moving average, we also use square root gradients and averages. That's why, and we are using moving principle. That's why it is called RMS propagation optimizer. So this optimizer proposed by Geoffrey Hinton. So in RMS prop optimizer, it is the weight update formula. So it is the previous weight minus eta by square of the gradients plus epsilon into gradient. So I said this before also it magnitude of it uses the magnitude of recent gradients to normalize the gradients. It is the recent gradients we normalize the gradients. And this is the weight formula. And this is the square of the gradients formula. This is gamma. So nothing but it is a momentum. We can call it as and the square of the gradients, previous square of gradients plus 1 minus gamma into square of the gradient. So Geoffrey Hinton proposes 0.9 usually. So I am taking 0.9. So here I am showing how to implement RMS prop optimization using NumPy. So these are the important libraries for implementation of this optimizer. So absolute import, division, print function, matplotlib. If I don't need this, but these are the normal libraries, so I am importing. So I am taking this function for implementation. I am not showing the how it optimize this RMS prop optimizes this function. Later video I will show. For implementation, I am taking this function. So here I am implementing this function using lambda. Lambda function is an anonymous function. So how we can implement this function using lambda? Please watch. So x, because it consists of two variables, and this is the first order function. Because RMS prop optimizer is a stochastic optimizer, these are all stochastic optimizers uses first order gradient optimization only. They these optimizers can't move above the first order. So I am taking only, I am doing first order differentiation only. First I am implementing this function same x comma y. See how can I implement, how I implement this function. So how I, so we need to calculate the gradients. I am calculating the gradients. All have square terms. So when we do differentiation, the square terms come before of this these terms. See, all are come with respect to x and with respect to y. So I am doing this. This is the gradient function, and I am assigning these two variables in the array format, and I am returning this variable. This is the gradients of this function. So see how I build an optimizer. So I am taking the class for building this optimizer, and I am initializing. These are the important parameters for implementation of this optimizer. Lending rate, decay, epsilon. You see terms. Decay means eta, lending rate means gamma, epsilon means constant. So I am taking variables. Self dot weights means it is a W. So I am taking W as a self dot VARs. So I am taking NP dot zeros of 2. So I take two values, the two values also zeros. So I am initializing weights with the zeros. So I am taking x and y. So we need to initialize. If you give, so I am writing like this. If x and score unit is not none, we need to take the zero of the variable. So that I am assigning to that x unit. If we don't give, so I am creating using random dot uniform function from this range. Within this range, it generates. We are assigning to x unit and y unit also same, and printing that values for visualization for knowing, and the lending rate zeros, grade square zeros, and also I am assigning np dot zeros, decay and epsilon. So we need to accumulate class functions. So I am taking these three variables for empty list. After I will assign, and we are calculating the gradients. You know, so we need to, what function you give, we need to differentiation first. So I am taking x y variables. I am giving variables, and after I am calculating gradients, I am returning the gradients. So this is the main step for implementation of optimization weight update. So you know formula of weight update, WT plus 1 equal to W minus lending rate into gradients by square root of gradients plus epsilon. You see, you know that formula. This is the formula. And this is the square of the gradients. How I implement this square of the, this is the formula. So I am implementing this formula. See, so first we need to implement the square of the gradients. So square of the gradients is square gamma into square root gradients plus 1 minus gamma into gradient square, g square. So I am, so weight formula is, this is the weight formula. So I am implementing like this. So after we need to train. So you can give a number of steps. So how many steps you give? This algorithm, this optimizer need to run that steps. So we need to write a for loop. First I am initializing with 0, and I am printing every value z, x and y for knowing the loss. And I am opening this file to store these values for every step. So for step in range of max steps, so I am creating a loop for running this optimizer. So I am assigning this z to this variables to z, and I am updating the history for every step, and I am assigning self.grad equal to gradient. I write the function before. In function in gradients, we need to give variable because weights need to be update, and weight update means getting self.grads. I am printing this function. So for every 100 steps, which value divided by 100, we need to print that values. I am printing that values. So we need to know this previous and normal value updated or not, because we need to stop if it is converged or not. For knowing, I am creating this function. If less than 1 e power minus 1 into 10 power minus 7, we need to stop the this loop. And so because that is enough for convergence, so I am print enough convergence, and I'm printing the values for x, y, z, and printing the step function at which step it convergence occur, and I'm storing the values. So I am closing. So I am updating I am this values. I am storing these values in array format, and I'm concatenating all values x, y, all values. So this is the after we can printing the values for knowing. So this is the implementation of RMS prop optimizer. So thank you friends for watching my video. Please subscribe and please press bell icon for further updates. Thank you.